Gentlemen, let's go over the plan. The first constant is none other than Janus, the legendary Cold War spy master, a KGB senior officer and head of the 6th Column Special Branch at Lubyanka. Janus is a certified genius and expert of counterintelligence. He retired from the KGB in 1988 when he fell out of favor with the Kremlin and defected to the US. Shortly after, the Soviet Union collapsed. Now, it is unclear when Janus stepped down as the constant, but since 2004, he has been a resident of a quiet community in suburban Vermont. Mr. Gray.
Right. So here's the catch. As an elite KGB agent, Janus was trained to withstand interrogation and torture. No amount of pressure will force him to disclose information he doesn't want to. Instead, we will need to search his home for clues. But if Providence learns of our presence, the game is up.
So we frame Janus, make Providence think he was the real shadow player.
Correct. I will file a false ICA report, claiming to have traced a number of calls from Janus's house to the Institute in Romania. The case will seem clear. Mr. Gray was only a figurehead. Janus was pulling the strings all along. And by eliminating him, we will have neutralized the militia once and for all.
However, for this subterfuge to work, you'll also need to deal with Janus's security detail. A Providence herald and former Secret Service agent by the name of Nolan Cassidy. Intel describes him as diligent and inquisitive, and we cannot risk that he contradicts our story to his employer.
Seems workable.
I certainly hope so. Everything depends on this next move, 47. You made this our fight. Now let's even the playing field. I've marked your map with several points of interest. We're running this mission with very little upfront intel, but these locations could provide clues to help you obtain the information we need. Good luck.
You've probably heard about Charles Wade.
Hey, you guys haven't been poking around the frog habitat behind the house.
No.
Oh, okay, great.
Janus is apparently engaged in a civil lawsuit with another resident of Whittleton Creek. James Batty, the plaintiff, wants Janus to stop his annual landing of a helicopter near the local creek. The lawsuit also mentions Nolan Cassidy and his unlawful surveillance around town. So Janus takes a helicopter trip once per year. I think we're onto something here, 47. 47? I think it would be beneficial to locate the unlawful surveillance mentioned in the lawsuit. Perhaps Nolan Cassidy's house would be a good place to start. A cigar box with a few cigars and a note inside. Well, this is very interesting. The note indicates that the box was given to Janus by the Constant as per tradition, he writes. 47. This could mean the Constant and Janus meet up on a regular basis. Excellent find. A letter from Janus to someone called Zoe. It looks like a draft, and is full of explicit descriptions of how unhappy Janus is with Zoe and her sister having been appointed chairwomen of the Ark Society. I've heard that name before. This is a good find, 47. Good work, 47. We now know Janus is meeting with the Constant at an event related to the Ark Society. And we have an approximate date as well. I think that's all we're going to get.
Darling,
We're close to the finish line. It's time to end this.
and Mr. Wilson just keeps standing behind the grill, even though there's clearly no more gas on.
Wonderful things you have here. I wish my husband would let me.
Ah, you need this room? Don't mind me. I'll find somewhere else.
Richard and I have a similar interest, so it's really not that hard to go along with my ideas. Although I have to say, it's been challenging to find a good place for my old microfilm viewer. Right now, it's just collecting dust in the attic. Microfilm? That's an interesting thing to collect.
Tape or whatever it is that sort of thing uses. I'm sure he'd be delighted to let
Right, Supervisor? Hey, did you grab the pack of smokes that was thrown over the fence from the old guy's garden?
No, man. I'm trying to stop.
You know, I think someone else is trying to help the old geezer stop as well.
By throwing his coffin nails over the fence?
Pointless. The only reason for it to happen was the garden.
You're both a bit too flashy.
Richard, you are such
help drop it, then. We'll have to think about that. Well, one thing at a time, though.
Hey, you're sick. Okay, you really should see a doctor. Don't worry, I'm calling a doctor.
Okay. Oh, I know how you feel. If it's any help, it will pass. Don't worry.
Nolan Cassidy is down. Good work, 47. Janus awaits your attention.
Not bad, but you know.
Yeah. So, the other day I accidentally asked Janus about that urn in the basement. Big mistake.
Haven't you learned anything yet? How long did he talk for?
Oh, can't really be sure. Zoned out eventually. Not as bad as that time I used the gramophone for the house, though. That soon kicked off some old memories. Long-ass story. He dragged me down to the basement and showed me all of his memorabilia.
You know how it works. The old man can't remember anyone's names, but trigger an old memory, he's got perfect recollection. He's practically Rain Man when it comes to his old adventures.
Well, I've learned my lesson, that's for sure. What?
I swear I have a license for it. I just don't bring it with me. You can't just confiscate my property. I need it to get rid of the great control.
last, the actions of the first constant catch up with you. Death feels like an easy way out for a man like James. Still,
Vote for Blake at the upcoming elections.
Nothing matters to you. Just curious.
You're really going to let this whole romantic picnic situation go to waste?